Okay, everybody, it's Miss Coconut again. I was trying to be done with the social commentary for the day, right? With my last video that got censored. But there is a media storm being generated right now with Nike. A lot of people are saying they're boycotting. I mean, every other post on social media is about Nike, whether you're for or against the burning of their apparel. Apparently, people are burning their good Nike gear. So they're burning their shirts, their jerseys, burning shoes. They're trashing their apparel. And they are doing that because Nike has elected to make Colin Kaepernick, I hope I'm saying his name correctly, their spokesperson. This is not the first time, nor will it be the last time, that a big brand will get in trouble over their selections. Part of why people are infuriated, though, about the burning of the apparel is that we know that there are some good men and women that serve this country that lost so much. Some of them are living on the streets. And if you want to do anything with this all of a sudden sinful gear you have, why don't you donate it? Why don't you give it away if you feel so strongly, America? Anyway, so, okay. Colin, we know, took that infamous now stand against racial injustice and knelt at a game. And that just created a landslide for him. And whenever anyone talks about him today, he's always billed as the ex-football person. But let me tell you about him. Him being chosen is a special brand of sorcery because Nike knows, right? Because Nike means victory. Nike knows that by choosing him, with him being in the top 50 jerseys still hot and still being sold, he is able to generate the buzz that generates the income. Nike has been through a lot of turmoil over the years with rumors, whether it's the rumor about the art student who designed the logo for $35. Now, I would be hurt. They later paid her better in some shares, but it's nowhere in comparison to where she should have been paid. And then there was the time when everyone kept saying that the president was a Satanist. So I don't know. I'm just really here to say this is about money. Nike itself, okay, is a goddess of victory in wartime. So for a company to have a goddess of victory as their logo, which is their sigil, victory tells you everything is calculated for them to win. They will play on your feelings. They will generate any press to get the dollars. So you think that they're upset if their stocks are plummeting a little bit? No, they're not, because they know that people are snatching the stock up and it's going to rise again because everyone's going to start marching for justice again. See how they manipulate you? One man on social media, he was so mad, he burnt the shoes on his feet. I don't mean to laugh, but how stupid can you be, America? You're taking time out of your day to burn your hard-earned money. Yes, way to go. Nike really cares about money already spent with them. Hey, but do what makes you feel good, boo-boo. We are all here in this lifetime to learn many lessons about ourselves. So whether you think you're coming back or whether you think you've been here before, what we do know is that we have to deal with the now. What are you doing now? So are you the type of person that believes that you should stand up? Are you the type of person that believes it's all just illusion so it doesn't affect you? Well, either way, it's all about you. So no one gets to dictate that. So if people want to burn their money, their hard-earned money, let them. I do think it's funny that they were ridiculing Jeffrey Owens, the actor from The Cosby Show, for working hard at Trader Joe's. Yeah, they were doing that in the social media world, making fun of him, calling him names because he was working retail job. And at the same time, you have this big brand that's manipulating people to generate sales. This is America. This is the America we live in. Well, you guys continue to show us how angry you are by cutting up your good socks and throw away and burn those tennis shoes and get rid of those hats. And all of you collectors out there that's so angry, go ahead and start a bonfire with those expensive jersey. I'm sure Nike really cares not. Anyway, when you learn about sigils, you'll learn that there is a web of magic that goes into creating this illusion that they give us. Anytime Zeus was preparing for war, he would call the goddess Nike as one of his armor bearers. So they understand that they are pitting us against each other. They understand by having Colin as their symbol, it's going to really motivate the young folks into action. The young folks are going to say, hey, I remember him. He stood up for us. Let's do it. Just do it. And Nike knows that they have to appease the people that love their brand the most. And that's that 18 to 29-year-old demographic. Those are the socially aware folks, right? They're young enough to care and old enough to have a little bit of money to spend. Yeah, it's all about money. You're being manipulated across the racial lines for money. So if you want to deal in hatred, or if you want to, deal in iniquity and inequality, hey, that's on you. It's your life lesson. But I'm just going to make sound business decisions. I don't care what's going on. I'm going to buy the shoe that fits my budget and aesthetic. Simple. I don't allow the evil rulers to manipulate how I spend my money. In the end, they all get the money anyway because they run every major corporation you can think of. And in fact, anytime they want to manipulate the markets, they cause a crash and then they buy everything low and sell high. And they have done this repeatedly. They do this when they want to reignite certain industries like the car industry or the steel manufacturers or the weapons industry. They start disturbances to get the money flowing. If you can't see that with this incident, that's fine as well. I just wanted to give you my 2 cents. My 2 cents only. I just want you to be aware of the games that are being played on the levels that they are being played so that you are not manipulated. Don't start hating folk again because they're exposing this Band-Aid that we already took off a few years ago. We know what's going on the ground, grassroots level. And we also know that many of us engage with people that don't look like us, that help us, that support us, that love us. So again, don't be manipulated. Don't allow your energy to be manipulated. If you're on social media right now and this is triggering you, you probably need to take a break. So that's my 2 cents on this. I'm not a football fan or basketball. I'm not a sports fan. I don't even know about sports. That's why I can barely say the man's name. I just know that he kneeled and he got in trouble, and everyone seems to think that Nike is some big grand wizard of social justice now. No, they're not. They are not going to be given an award for fighting social inequalities. I hope that's a word. I've been making up words all morning, but you understand what I mean. It's all about money. They know that even negative press generates income, because there's always going to be someone that says, let me see what the buzz is about, and then they're going to figure out it has nothing to do with them, and they're going to buy anyway. So you have to learn to turn your attention to what concerns you. Okay? Just what concerns you. Don't be concerned with anybody else, because over the years, they have made so much money in controversy in every single industry that you can imagine. And every time they pick someone to be a spokesperson, there's always another level. So you always think, oh my God, we're the first African American, we're the first woman, we're the first Latina, we're the first gay, we're the first transsexual. What an honor, what a privilege. Yes, it is, but they also do it because they know it's going to bring the dollars. Nike knows. Now all the minorities going to be like, yes, Nike stood up for us. Nike is an activist for us. Let's go shop Nike. See how they do? So the few people that are upset and burning, they're not doing anything but making the other side say, hey, I got to go spend my money in support of Nike because Nike picked Colin, and that means they stand up for us. And the rat race continues, and the consumerism continues. You gotta love capitalism. Yes, they're always starting wars. They have been, and they continue to do so. Now they just seem to take a more virtual tone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I promise this is my last commentary. I'm going to do my oracle cards tomorrow, show you my money box ritual, and I'm done. I promise. Talk to y'all later. Om Shri Brezi.